In the heart of a charming town surrounded by rolling hills, an ancient bookstore named Whimsical Pages stood as a testament to time. Mr. Anderson, the venerable owner, had gracefully overseen its operations for decades. The warm ambience, coupled with the scent of aging books, welcomed all who entered. One day, a young man named Daniel entered Whimsical Pages. The tales embedded in the dusty shelves intrigued him. Mr. Anderson, sensing a kindred spirit, struck up a conversation and offered Daniel a part-time job. This marked the beginning of a mentorship that would shape Daniel's character profoundly. While rearranging the shelves, Daniel stumbled upon an ancient leather-bound book adorned with cryptic symbols. As he opened it, he discovered a treasure trove of moral stories, seemingly untouched for centuries. Each narrative whispered of timeless wisdom, with one story, in particular, emphasizing the transformative power of forgiveness. Feeling a deep connection, Daniel resolved to share these stories with the townsfolk. He envisioned a weekly gathering at Whimsical Pages, where people of all ages could immerse themselves in these ancient tales and absorb the values they held. The storytelling sessions at Whimsical Pages became a phenomenon. The town's atmosphere shifted as virtues like compassion and humility took root. The once divided community found unity through shared values. Word of this transformative power spread beyond the town, attracting visitors from neighboring areas. Despite the positive change, challenges arose. Skeptics questioned the authenticity of the ancient book, accusing Daniel of creating a hoax. Undeterred, Daniel faced the skeptics with humility, inviting them to explore the stories for themselves. Slowly but surely, even the most doubtful hearts began to soften. Daniel's resolve faced its greatest test as skepticism intensified. A group, skeptical of the transformative tales, sought to exploit the newfound goodness in the town. Accusations swirled, claiming that Daniel orchestrated an elaborate hoax for personal gain. Undaunted, Daniel stood firm in his commitment to the moral lessons. He engaged with the skeptics, openly sharing the wisdom from the ancient book. Through patience and sincerity, he began to dismantle the walls of doubt. As the skeptics delved into the stories, they too felt the profound impact, realizing the authenticity of the ancient wisdom. The tide turned, and the once divided town found itself more united than ever. Whimsical Pages became a symbol of hope, a sanctuary for those seeking solace in the wisdom of the ages. The stories became a common thread, weaving through the fabric of the community and binding hearts with the powerful force of shared values. As the stories resonated beyond the town's borders, Whimsical Pages evolved into a destination for seekers of enlightenment. People from distant lands ventured to experience the magic that had transformed the once ordinary town into a haven of compassion and understanding. Years passed, and Daniel, now an elder, continued the tradition of storytelling at Whimsical Pages. The town had become a living testament to the enduring impact of ethics and compassion. The ancient book's teachings continued to guide generations, passing on a legacy that transcended time. The bookstore was no longer just a place, it was a beacon illuminating the path to a better world. The hills surrounding the town, once witnesses to the skepticism that plagued it, now stood as silent sentinels, guarding the transformed community with their timeless wisdom. As the town embraced its newfound values, Daniel noticed a subtle shift in the air. The harmony, once unshakable, seemed fragile. Small disputes emerged, testing the community's commitment to the principles that had brought them together. These challenges prompted Daniel to delve deeper into the ancient book. In its pages, he found stories addressing the complexities of human relationships, teaching the importance of empathy and compromise. With a renewed sense of purpose, Daniel organized workshops to facilitate dialogue and understanding, ensuring that the fragile harmony would not break but strengthen over time. The workshops proved to be a transformative experience for the town. Daniel, with the ancient book as his guide, led discussions that delved into the intricacies of empathy and understanding. The people began to view disagreements not as sources of division, but as opportunities for growth. A particularly poignant story from the ancient book highlighted the concept of a fountain of compassion. It spoke of a magical well that, when approached with an open heart, overflowed with understanding and kindness. Inspired by this tale, the townsfolk initiated a project to create a symbolic fountain of compassion at the heart of the town, serving as a constant reminder of the values that bound them together. The success of Whimsical Pages attracted attention, not all of it well-intentioned. A charismatic figure, envious of the town's harmony, attempted to exploit its vulnerability. Disguised as a charismatic speaker, he sought to sow seeds of discord and lure individuals away from the values that had transformed the community. In the face of this new challenge, Daniel turned to the ancient book once more. It contains stories of individuals who faced similar trials of temptation and emerged stronger through resilience and unwavering commitment to their principles. Armed with these tales, the townsfolk recognized the insidious influence and, united, stood against the divisive rhetoric. With unity prevailing, the town embarked on a journey of shared initiatives. Inspired by stories of communities that thrive through cooperation, the people established communal gardens, libraries, and educational programs. These endeavors not only strengthened their bond but also attracted the admiration of neighboring towns, creating a network of communities bound by shared values. The ancient book's teachings became the foundation for a curriculum in the town's schools, ensuring that future generations would inherit the wisdom that had transformed their community. As the town's reputation grew, scholars and philosophers from distant lands visited, eager to learn from the living example of a society shaped by moral principles. As the town flourished, it attracted individuals from different walks of life. Embracing the diversity that enriched their community, the townsfolk found new stories within the ancient book that celebrated inclusivity and understanding. They learned that the strength of their unity lay in acknowledging and appreciating the unique qualities each individual brought to the collective tapestry. Inspired by these tales, the townspeople organized cultural festivals that showcased the richness of their newfound diversity. The once homogeneous town now resonated with a symphony of languages, traditions, and perspectives, further strengthening the foundation of mutual respect. With the passage of time, the town became a beacon of virtuous living. The people, inspired by the ancient book, embraced their roles as guardians of virtue. Acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion became the norm, woven into the fabric of daily life. A story in the ancient book spoke of a mythical tree that flourished when nourished by acts of goodness. The townsfolk, taking this as a metaphor, initiated a tree-planting campaign. Every positive action, every selfless deed, was symbolically represented by a new tree in the town's central square. The grove, growing over the years, became a living testament to the cumulative impact of individual virtues. However, as the town reveled in its prosperity, whispers of a forgotten darkness began to surface. The ancient book contained stories of civilizations that had crumbled when they grew complacent, forgetting the values that had once uplifted them. Daniel, now an elder statesman, recognized the shadows of the past threatening their idyllic present. He convened a town meeting to remind the people of the lessons learned from the ancient book. It was a sobering moment as the community acknowledged the importance of continuous introspection and commitment to their shared principles. To symbolize the eternal flame of virtue, the townsfolk established a sacred fire in the heart of the town square. The flame represented the enduring commitment to the values that had transformed their lives. Stories from the ancient book spoke of individuals who, in times of doubt, found guidance by the light of a sacred flame. The eternal flame became a focal point for gatherings and reflections, a reminder that the journey toward virtue was ongoing. The townspeople, now well-versed in the tales that had shaped their destiny, continued to draw strength from the wisdom of the ancient book. As the years passed, the town story became a legend told far and wide. Whimsical Pages, once just a bookstore, stood as a testament to the transformative power of ethics and compassion. The ancient book, its pages weathered but timeless, continued to guide generations toward a better future. The legacy of Whimsical Pages was not just a tale confined to the town. It was a living example of how a community, inspired by moral principles, could overcome challenges and build a harmonious society. The hills surrounding the town, witnesses to the transformation, seemed to echo with the whispers of stories that had shaped the destinies of those who listened. And so, as the sun set over the hills, casting a warm glow on the town, the eternal flame burned brightly, illuminating a path for all who sought the wisdom of the ages. The town, now a shining beacon of virtue, embraced its destiny as a haven of compassion, understanding, and enduring light. This concludes the story. I hope you enjoy the journey. If you have any more requests or questions, feel free to ask.